What's poppin', people? It's your boy Popstranaut, and I'm back. I know it's been a minute. I'm getting kind of chunky, healthy, looking a little good, you know what I'm saying? So last week, I decided to fly out to California from Boston to check out E3. So I know, judging by the title of this video, you're probably confused on what the hell I'm talking about. And, you think probably like I did and think that E3 is going to be the shit and it's going to be the best event that you've ever been to. And let me get into the story. I take an Uber, go straight to where E3 is at, the LA Convention Center. First off, there is two entrances, I believe. It's like the south entrance and the west entrance. So I came in on the south entrance as the email told us to do once we bought the tickets. So I go to the line and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on here? Because there's a huge line there. They're like, yeah, we're just waiting to get inside. We still have an hour until the doors open. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I start waiting in the line. More people are coming. The line takes us maybe about 45 minutes just to even start moving up a bit. The line moved up because we were checking in our badges. Once we checked in our badge, they explained to us that if we lose our badge, it's going to cost $950 to replace. $950 to replace a freaking piece of paper. So I'm thinking, once I get my badge, I can walk through the doors and I'll be good. Sadly mistaken. So now there's a whole other line of people. Literally tons of people. If 45 minutes wasn't long enough, here's another 45-minute line for you. Congratulations, you get a 45-minute line again. You know what I'm saying? So that was a bit frustrating as well. And then come to find out, an employee comes over and he tells us, hey, you're in the wrong line. Okay, what is this line for? Oh, this line's for people who have bags and they need to check in bags. But there were no signs telling us where we should go or any of that. So after we waited about, 25 minutes in this line, that's when he came over and said something to us. So now he tells us we have to go to the back of this other line. This other line is, about the same amount, about 45 minutes. So now we start moving in, and we're not moving in through a front door. We're moving in below, through the garage. So now moving in through the garage, and that's taking long, and we get to another hole. It's a whole other line. And I'll insert videos in here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But then we waited there for another 45 minutes. So in total, it took us about 2, maybe 3 hours to even get inside of E3. Now, once we got inside, it was cool. Like, in the middle of the floor, like, at the entrance, there was a whole Spyro display with, like, a Spyro, like, hologram in the top. It was super cool. There was Spyro demos for people to play. There was, like, a Captain Marvel car. There was PUBG. Like, they had, like, a whole little mobile station. And if you won, like, an online match on the mobile game, you get a shirt that says winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wasn't interested. I kept it moving. There was also a Division statue that there was like a little machine. It was kind of like a crane, and it was chiseling out the stone and making like a character from the Division. And then if you signed up for the beta, you could get your name engraved in the bottom of the statue. I don't know where the statue was going, but hey, I thought that was kind of cool. That was pretty cool. They had like a news thing, like a news dispenser. You normally put like a quarter in there, and then it pops out a newspaper. And it was like a Spider-Man newspaper in there. It was super real. I actually have it right next to me. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So it came in one of these. Like, you just open it and you can take it, and it's super cool because it's not just like a paper or a poster or anything. It's like, it's legit. It's a legit newspaper. There's like there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can read. I haven't read it yet, and oh my god, I'm definitely gonna destroy. I'm gonna destroy it. I'm gonna destroy it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We walk into the actual showroom floor, and I'm absolutely mind blown. There's a giant display for Tomb Raider. It's like they recreated like a jungle, and you could go in the jungle in between like the little vines that are hanging down and play a demo for the new Tomb Raider game that's coming out. That to me was cool. That was awesome. Next to it was Black Ops 4. They had people playing over there competitively, playing for fun, but you could demo that as well. I honestly did not expect uh, Jump Force to be there, which they were there. I'll get to that in a moment. Um, but to the right of Tomb Raider, I found Kingdom Hearts 3 and I was in heaven. This was what I came for. This is why I got on this flight to come and play. But, there's always a but. The line was capped. As soon as we walked in, the line was capped. There was no way you were getting in the line to wait for that game. It wasn't happening. So, you go to the left of the Kingdom Hearts booth, and there's a separate booth, and you can take a picture with, like, a Keyblade with, like, a Kingdom Hearts 3 background. And they're playing Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers on this giant TV. Giant. And I was impressed. I felt like I was in heaven. There was, like, so much to do. But the bad part is everything was capped. Every time they would tell you, hey, come back in 30 minutes. You leave, you come back in 30 minutes, it's full again, it's capped. You try to wait to the side, you're like, I'll wait till the line opens up again. Once you open up the line, I'll jump in the line. The employees literally yelled at us and told us, this line is capped. You waiting over here is a fire hazard. You cannot wait there. You can't do this. You need to move. First off, she don't know me. Alright, well, let me stop. But anyways, we're getting yelled at from all directions to move. So now when we're moving, we're trying to go find another demo. Nothing opens up. They had an Overkill's The Walking Dead demo. Tried to get that. By the way, there was a zombie there underneath a car, and he scared the hell out of me. He jumped out at me, and I almost dropped my phone. It was crazy. Like, as far as the setups there for each individual game, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But trying to get into a demo or a game you liked was like pulling teeth. The only only company that had some sort of organization was Nintendo. Nintendo would say, hey, we have Super Smash Brothers coming to E3. If you want to play, sign up right here. We'll give you a ticket. And, at said time, you just show up at the booth, show us your ticket, and we'll let you in to play. I thought that was cool because no one had to wait in a line. No one had to do anything extra. So that to me was cool. Every line for the 2 days that I was there, because I didn't say 3, the 2 days that I was there, everything was capped. Pretty much. So, I go to the cafeteria to go get some food. The burgers are $17. $13 for cheese fries. $4.50 for a water. Who came up with these prices? I'm just trying to figure it out. It didn't even make any sense to me. So, I'm walking around again. And I'm looking. I'm like, man, something's got to be open. Like, I can't just sit here. Like, I didn't come all the way to California to just sit here. And lo and behold, there was a line for Jump Force. And that game, if anyone knows me, they know that I love anime. And that game is the mother of all anime games, and I cannot wait for that. But I got to play the demo. The demo was incredible. The game plays out like Ultimate Ninja, but with way better graphics, and it's just amazing. Anyways, we leave after I played Jump Force, and we head back to the Airbnb. We go to sleep, whatever. Come back the second day, hoping that we wouldn't have to wait in another line again. We waited in another line for 2.5 hours just to get back in. So once we get in now, I'm like, hey, we explored everything yesterday. We seen some cool shit. So now we can go to whatever demo we want and waste how many ever hours and waiting in line to play it. So my first pick was Kingdom Hearts 3. Again, as soon as I walk in the door, it's capped. But this time, literally, there is so many people you cannot move. You can't even breathe. There are people running at you, bumping into you. They don't even care. They're just bumping into you and they're just walking off, running up. I'm just like, my feelings. Like, what are you doing? Like, you'll seriously be ready to fight. There was nothing to play. Everything was capped the entire day. And the first day, everything I was amazed by started to get annoying because I walked the entire convention center maybe 4 times waiting for the line to at least clear up for a split second so I can jump in. But no, nothing opened up. Nothing at all. There were way too many people. You can't move. The food is expensive. I believe if you got the early ticket for $150, then I believe you could get in like an hour early or 2 hours early or something like that. But if you paid $250 like I did, it's kind of not worth it if you're not playing as many demos as you came there to do because of the disorganization. And I really do hope that maybe next year that E3 can get it together, or I won't even say E3, that individual companies can get it together. Like I mentioned before, Nintendo and the whole, hey, you have a scheduled time to play the game. Even if you have a scheduled time to wait in line to play that game, cool, that's fine. But just telling people all day it's capped, it's capped, it's capped, it's capped, and then yelling at people, that really turned me off. It was way too much walking, trying to walk anyway, because like I said, there was an unbelievable amount of people there. You couldn't even get to where you wanted to go. You can't even stop to like just take a breather. You have to keep moving with the flow of traffic, or people are going to start bumping into you, pushing you. It's really, 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 really not worth it. But if you could get in early and play those demos and then just leave early, it's cool. I'm not mad that I went. I'm happy that I got the experience. It was definitely fun day one just because I've seen so many cool things. I actually met Larry Erb, I believe it is how you pronounce his name. But, one of those like Xbox, I think he's like the executive of Xbox or some shit. But I met him there in the food court, like just
go. Oh my god, I'm freaking out.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
But overall, the experience for E3, if I had to rate it 1 out of 10, I'd give it maybe a 5. I'm not gonna say it was boring, but by day 2, I did everything. I did everything that I could do without playing demos. I've seen all the experience. I went to the Xbox experience. I've seen stuff there. I bought things at the PlayStation store. All of that. Resident Evil 2, I really wanted to play. They had a whole mansion set up, and you had to go through a maze before you could even get inside and get to the demo. And most of these games, they had t-shirts that you could get for free once you were done playing the demo, which I thought was incredible. But, of course, I didn't get anything because all the lines were capped. So, just to wrap it up, to sum up my reasoning, you should not go to E3 if you do not have, like, a creator pass. Like, if you're in the industry, like, you could go in. I'm pretty sure you don't have to wait in those lines. Or if you have the early passes that cost $150, I'm pretty sure you'll get in earlier and then you can enjoy certain things. But without those things, it's really not worth it, especially if you're flying out there, because it ends up feeling like a giant waste of money. But it's your boy, Popstranaut, flying out. Peace.